Welcome to BlackScreenStories. My name is Austin. If you know me, you know I played in my town's flag football Super Bowl. As I mentioned in previous stories, I was part of my town's flag football organization, I guess. And it's split into two groups, younger division being elementary school, older division being middle school. When I was in 5th grade for my last year in the younger division, we went undefeated, went to the Super Bowl, and lost it. That's not really what this story is about, just like, darn, didn't get it this year. 6th grade, move up to the older kids. I think we got maybe 3rd. The second year in, we win it all. And then 8th grade year, which is what this story is about, which kind of, I guess, spoiler, because I already said I won it, but here's what happened. 8th grade is arguably, not really arguably, but that is a running joke in my family that I peaked in 8th grade. Because I was in NJHS, I won conference for volleyball. Well, I guess technically I personally didn't win, but I was a big contributor. As well as I was a big contributor to my football team doing very well that year. So when I got to high school, if I wasn't, playing as good, my dad would be like, oh, well, back in 8th grade, you did this or you did that. So whenever we would talk about football, like my mom and brother would be like, well, in 8th grade, and we kind of joke around about it. And the reason he would talk about it is because there was a tackle league for my town. However, there was 50 kids on the team, so you played one side of the ball, didn't get much playing time. However, for the flag football league, it was only 13 to 15 kids on the team, so you would play both sides. And if you were one of the older kids, you were mostly on the field the entire game. I very rarely missed a play. Offense, I was the left guard. I didn't do too much until extra points, which I'll get into later. And then defense, I played the linebacker. And this will sound a little braggy just because, I peaked in 8th grade. It's the only thing I can brag about. Is I led the league in both interceptions and pick sixes. I was one of the team's highest scorer strictly just from defensive touchdowns. No, Tobias, I'm sorry, you didn't actually see me play. Can you please move? Thank you. Alright, so let's get to the actual Super Bowl right now. Our team was very good. We won, I believe we went undefeated. We may have lost one game, but I'm almost confident we went undefeated. And because of that, once you get into the playoffs, as the number 1 seed, we play the lowest rated team. So we make it all the way to the Super Bowl, and we play a team who we had the most trouble with during the regular season, so we knew this was going to be a game. The entire practice leading up to the game, our star receiver wasn't catching anything. Every time we'd run a play in practice, he dropped it. To where even, I'm like, we better not be throwing at him in the actual game because we kind of need to win. And we can't win if we don't complete passes. So I had absolutely zero, what would it be? Hope? Not really hope. Confidence? Yeah, that works. I had absolutely zero confidence in him going into the Super Bowl Sunday because we actually did play on Sundays. During our last practice, the head coach, who was also the quarterback's father, go figure, he noticed. He said, hey, for this game, I know how you guys always dress the same way every game, but we're going to mix it up, which is something you don't do for sport people. Because, baseball players are the most superstitious people. You see how they always would adjust their batting gloves or do a specific thing every single pitch. All sport people are superstitious. So dressing the same, doing everything the same beforehand makes you, I guess, play the same, which is, since we were doing so good, he decided to change all this. He told us that we had to wear, since our team was blue and yellow, 1 blue sock, 1 yellow sock. Crazy enough, that's what his kid wore. No one else on the team wore that. Just his kid. On our way to the game, my father stops by some store. We pick up a bunch of yellow socks. We told everyone, just wear blue socks, we'll bring a yellow sock. Get there, I just put 1 yellow sock over my blue socks. I'm not going to take my sock off. It's in the middle of winter. I'm not doing that. We get to the game's right to start. We won the coin flip. We defer to the second half, so we kick off first. My dad gets us in a little huddle before and he's like, all right, guys, this is what we're going to do. The ref blows the whistle. Before the kicker runs up to kick the ball, I want you all to hold in your hand an imaginary can, act like you're opening it, drink it, and throw it on the ground. And we're all looking, I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, we're going to open a can of whoop ass on them. And 8th grade me got so jazzed from it. I'm like, yes, let's do it. It's going to be amazing. That was right, so it was fun. We go out to the kickoff. The whistle blows. I was totally into it. I don't know if anyone else did it, but I did it. Kickoff's on the way. Kickoff. The entire first quarter, no scores. Not really 3 and outs, but there was no goalposts. We couldn't go for field goals. So no one scored. Second quarter. They have the ball. Probably mid-second quarter. They throw it. I intercept it. Felt pretty happy about it. I got maybe 10, 15-yard return. Not great, but not terrible. So we have the ball. We call a play to throw it to our star receiver, who didn't catch a single ball in practice. As soon as they called a play, I now get to the line, and I'm thinking, oh, this is so stupid. Why are we doing this? I understand nothing's really working for us right now because we have no points, but why are we doing this? Goal hike. Quarterback yeets it down the field. He does catch it. We get into the end zone, touchdown. We're up 6. We're like, okay. I was surprised. I'm like, he caught it. Let's do this. We got this. As I said before, we summer down. There were no goalposts. So if you ran it in, it's 1 point. Threw it in, it's 2 points. If you threw it to a player who caught it before the end zone and then ran in, also 1 point. We ran 1 play during the extra points. Myself, who was the left guard, would go to quarterback. The quarterback, who was the coach's kid, by the way, which I mentioned before, would take my position. I would call hike, do a 2-step drop, and I throw it to the quarterback, who is currently the guard. Since there was no rules about who can catch a ball, so everyone was an eligible receiver for our league, which was pretty nice. So the only time the coach's kid was not quarterback, he was getting the ball. I would say over 95% of the time, it worked. It was the only play we ran. Even the kid who played linebacker for the other team said, hey, watch that guy, because he's going to be getting the ball. They're going to throw it at him. But no one ever stopped it. He didn't even run a specific route. He would have just ran 3 yards into the end zone, turned around. That's all we ever did, and it worked. So we do it. We get it. We're up 8. Nothing happens for the rest of the quarter. Start of the third quarter, we get the ball, nothing. About halfway through, they get a touchdown. They fail to complete. So now it's 8-6. We still have the lead. Fast forward to the last half minute of the game. They have the ball, probably 50 or so yards from the end zone. They need to get a touchdown. And we know, since it's late in the game, that I believe it was also 4th down. So they only had this play left. So we play a deep cover 3, and I see that their normal quarterback lines up as receiver. And I know that whenever he does that, they throw him the ball, kind of like how we do it. So I talked to the other 2 people who are playing the deep cover 3 with me. I'm like, all right, I'm going to cover this side, which has the quarterback on it. So the call hike. He runs out to receive. I'm covering him, backing up. They throw the ball our way. He overruns the route. So I jump the route. We both jump up. He's behind me now. I catch the ball. He catches the ball. All 4 hands are on the ball at one time in the air. I rip it down to me. Catch it, inbounds, interception. We have the ball, 2 seconds left in the game. We won. I was so happy. Our fullback runs behind me, since he was the other safety playing the deep cover 3 with me. He starts shaking me because we have the ball, we won. And when he's doing that, my face mask, my face mask slams my thumb, my left thumb. I'm left-handed, and sandwiches it on the ball. I legit thought I broke my thumb. I did not. I never got X-rays. I felt like a complete hero because I made that final catch. So happy. Line up victory position, take a knee, we win. 2-time Super Bowl champion. Repeat Super Bowl champion also. It was just so great. After the season's over, we had a banquet, which is what it's kind of what I referenced in my Valentine's video, how I was going to do a Super Bowl video and then a sequel, kind of like continuation, which is the banquet story, which is at the end of every year, which I will be sharing next week. So if you're going to look forward to that, I'll see you next time. Sorry for wasting your time.